welcome inside the Deck Arena for the final time in this Group B. Game day 5, Finland against Germany. That will bring a conclusion to what's been 5 great game days in a marvelous city in literally one of the best arenas there is in all of Europe. Here's the schedule of games. Great Britain, big win for them over Montenegro. Lithuania get the win over Sweden. And now the nightcap game, not just for today, but for the whole tournament. Here are the current standings. The top 4 teams already qualified. And now it's to decide who wins the group. Germany trying to go perfect in this group. I'm Mark Clark, with me, Shona Thorburn. I think we may well be the Germans' biggest fans at the moment because they have just put on a show in every single game.
Oh, they absolutely have. I mean, talk about an exciting team to watch. 110 points a game they are averaging, 109.5 to be exact. So you know that it's going to be a high-flying game. We said, you know what, Lithuania, great defensive team, can they slow them down? No one has slowed them down. They already have a record for the largest point margin in their game against Great Britain the other day. This is just a team where I think they've played so many games together. They're unselfish, but they're all incredibly talented as well. And any given day, different players are going to step up, and we've seen that as these games have gone on. Again, they are without Johannes Whiteman, who's back in Germany getting treatment on an injury. We do believe that he is expected to meet them in Riga. They just wanted to take advantage of a few extra days and some treatment at home.
Well, you cannot go through the introduction of this Finnish team without giving a real shout out to this crowd. They have packed this arena for 5 nights running. They've created a real hair on the back of the neck type atmosphere. And it will be great for them, for Finland, to sign off with a huge win over the world champions. No Murinen tonight, they're resting him, hopefully just as a precaution. But this crowd is going to play every possession, every pass with this Finnish team, and their absolute superstar of a leader in Lauri Markkinen. What a team, what a night, what a crowd.
Well, again, this is going to be so exciting because the first scoring team in this year's FIBA EuroBasket are going up against the second most points scored at 91 points a game, Finland. So it is going to be a high-flying, super exciting game in front of 13,000 fans.
Well, we'll be back to talk about it more after the national anthem of both countries, starting with Germany.
National anthem of Germany. Seuraavana Suomen kansallislaulu. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Finland.
before the players exchange their gifts of momentums. FIBA and the
Arvoisa yleisö,
Finnish Basketball Federation want to make the statement that this sport is against racism. There's no place for racism
in our sport.
Together,
we stand for respect and equality. Now let's raise the red cards and fight against racism together.
Well, obviously, Mark, very important stand to be taking place here. And a nice initiative by the Finnish Basketball Federation. And, well, that was Dennis Schroeder's family.
Well, the players now will exchange those mementos of the game at half court, and we get a chance to announce the third team on the floor, the three officials under the crew chief, Ademir Zubapovic, with Boris Kocic and Luis Castillo from Bosnia, Slovenia and Spain, respectively. They take charge of the nightcap game. The nightcap game on the whole tournament, and what a tournament it's been. Absolutely phenomenal crowds, phenomenal hospitality. And the world champions want to sign off with a perfect record. Going to get a look at their starting lineup. Shona and Bonga has started some games. They've gone for different looks in others.
Yeah, well, he's back in it here tonight. Bonger, Wagner, Tice, Schroeder, and Obst. And, you know, I mean, the time Bonga didn't start, we also had Weltman playing, and he was in the starting lineup for that game. But this starting lineup has been the catalyst to get their scoring going, especially that man right there. Last game versus Great Britain, 18 points along with 10 assists. And he started the game just looking to pass and then decided to take over as far as scoring go. But it's not just their starters. Their bench players have really been performing for them, especially Tristan da Silva. Last game, 25 points off the bench.
They're just a complete team, and as we've said on numerous occasions, it's like being at a clinic watching them play. But this Finnish team has also really put up some numbers. Huge opening night win where they showed character. It came up short against Lithuania, and this starting lineup, which is the same starting lineup. And Max Hooney, I think, has had a great tournament. Laurie Markkanen is Laurie Markkanen, we all know that, but every one of these players has had a game where they have contributed, and Jan Tunen came to the party because he was excellent in the last game day.
Almost perfect, but right now the storyline has to be Lauri Markkanen. 29 points a game. That is second best at the EuroBasket, only behind Luka Doncic. I want to say he struggled last game, which is really unfair to say because he still performed. He still came up big for his team. I think he had some opportunities taken away from him to score more points at the free throw line, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, Coach Magic has done a marvelous job stepping in with the illness for Coach Alex Mumbrou. Alex Mumbrou is due to be at the game, and all the news is good about Coach Mumbrou. So that's another positive for this German national team. Not as if they need many more positives, because they literally love to be out on the floor with each other. Coach Tuomi has carried on this growth, development, and level of performance in this Finnish basketball program that is reflected by another packed house. This country loves this team.
Yeah, you said it, this country really loves this team. They're also great fans. There's nothing negative that comes out of their mouths towards the referees, the other team. I think they just like good basketball, and they have come to expect good basketball being played here this tournament, because well, I mean, maybe we're biased. I think we've had one of the most exciting groups.
Wow, exciting is it? No one can disagree with that. For the final time here in Tampere, Finland and Germany are the latest game to enjoy this atmosphere, and Germany in the black uniform will get the first look at it in the half court. Schroeder, a little soft, then he breaks it down with a change of pace. Far side of the ring for two. Just use the screen to create a lack of a decision from the defense, and he lays it in with ease. Ashu Salim, who will want to get something early. Max Hooney gets a little separation, pulls up for the two, is off. Bonga comes down with a rebound. Schroeder will lead the break. That's a pass. They're going to call it on the floor, but Daniel Theis just got his spot and held it.
He sprinted the floor, head on the rim, which coaches ask for all the time. He kept Max Hooney on his back, and a great heads-up play by their leader, their point guard, Dennis Schroeder. Knew he had position and just passed him the ball. Referee had to call a foul.
Wagner goes to the low block, squares up. Leans back for two, doesn't get the drop. Defensive rebound is not controlled, and Tunen had it knocked away by Daniel Theis, who just never, ever stops playing. Just stayed with the play, and then they just couldn't control the defensive rebound. Wagner comes off the high screen, squares up. Oyster's coming off the down screen, gets it away quickly on the release, is short. Runs the cut to shoot the ball.
Obst, a great tournament as well for him. Kind of flies under the radar with this starting five that Germany has.
Salim outside will take the ball screen and move it on. Valtonen looks to square up, 9 on the possession. Valtonen settles for the jumper. Markkanen gets the little putback after the work on the glass. Schroeder goes baseline, quick release, too good, too quick, too everything.
Well, it's interesting how Coach Twovi, his matchups defensively.
Valtonen on the glass is blocked. Schroeder again moves it on. Oyster's feet set for three is good. Dennis Schroeder just sees what's ahead of him and just makes the decision.
Court awareness.
Salim in the lane, a little bit indecisive. And it's a super start by Germany. They lead at 7-2, and Markkanen just plucks it out the air. Theis tried to go with a foul. Markkanen with a throwdown. Daniel Theis looks at the official and says, well, I fouled him, and the officials, but I didn't call it.
Got to keep playing.
Wagner will find Schroeder off the soft down screen.
You know, I was mentioning the lineup, so you have Markkanen on Wagner, Schroeder, and then Valtonen is on Schroeder, I think to have a little bit more height defensively, but he's been beat off the dribble twice now, and that time laid off a little bit too much, and Schroeder hits a three.
Markkanen with a pick and pop is long. Ashu Salim gets the offensive rebound and the putback. Had a really difficult night against Lithuania. Great pass, super cut. Defense thought
German
they were
team,
they
thought they were back, right?
Yeah. Valtonen outside, looks inside, doesn't give one. Now he gives to Tunen, faces up. Drops it inside to Max Hooney, who literally got intimidated by Bonga.
Yeah, got intimidated, but he needs to just go up with that.
Germany turn it over again in transition. Max Hooney thinks about it, goes inside to Markkanen. Little lean back for two is no good. And Wagner will advance the basketball. When he gets downhill, he's going up. That one's short. But he is not looking to kick it. Larry Markkanen will advance the basketball. Theis just knocks it away. Never get an opportunity to settle down the lane for the flush. Just put his foot down the runway and took off for two. That's a 14-6 start by the world champions. And Finland called a timeout.
I mean, we knew this was going to be a high-scoring game, especially for Germany. And you mentioned it before we go into the timeout. Finland thought they were back on defense and lightened up a little bit. But no, that's when Wagner cutting down the court gets a pass.
3 sekuntiin. Liikuttakaa palloa, vapautukaa, ei voi jäädä myöskään kattoon edon tonne puoleen kenttään. Jos Röder pelaa yli, niin leikkaa vaan läpi, ei täällä tanssin saa mitään. Sama juttu, älä pidä palloa tos, rippaa ja aja ohi mieluummin kuin toi. Muistakaa, me piti saada pelaa puoleen kentän hyökkäystä, me ei saada ollenkaan.
Jätkät tagit nyt ja pysykää niissä!
Tästä lähtee 5 sivua.
Well, we get some replays of Dennis Schroeder. You saw the QR code for the Courtside 1891 app. Download that from your normal source for all there is to see and know about international basketball, live streams, highlights, everything you'd want to watch. And there are a bunch of highlights across this summer. It's been a phenomenal summer of international basketball, and we're not done yet. So after the timeout, Coach Tuovi will want to see his Finnish team come down the floor. Sashu Sally put up the floor out the timeout. Germany just all over the floor. Maksuni gets it to Markkanen. Had to work hard to get it that far. Guarded by Bonga. Puts the pass down. Markkanen gets caught up. Inside, outside. They turn the 3 down. Now Sashu Salim with all day. Can't get it to drop. And Schroeder leads the break, and they have 5 guys down the floor. Bonga on the pull-up for 3 is no good. Great work. Conway on the glass, comes down with a defensive rebound. Markkanen gets deep. They're going to call it on the floor. That's when you want the official to make the delay on the call. Just delay that second so that Markkanen can go up.
Yeah.
Wagner's going to sit, and after the performance on game day 4, Tristan Da Silva in early tonight.
No surprise, I mentioned it quickly during warm-ups. 25 points off the bench for them, taking advantage of his opportunity in the minutes played. And then because of that performance, I'm sure coach has more trust in him, and that's why we see him in so early.
Well, Maksuni, again, he shot the ball well all tournament. The penetration to get the defense to drop just gave him the time and space. Da Silva needs a pass. Price gives him an option. Why wouldn't it be Price who moves? Oakes comes off the ball screen, looks to turn the corner, gets his feet set so quickly. In and out on the 3. Markkanen comes down with a defensive rebound. And Bonga fouls him mid-court because you do not want to let him get downhill.
No, but these were the kind of hits that I feel like Markkanen was receiving the other day against Lithuania, and the refs weren't calling it, though.
Yeah, and we had this conversation, didn't we? And I 100% agree with you. I love the pressure defense that Lithuania put on the floor, but you do have to protect the players that are going to get hit, and Markkanen's going to get hit more than anybody else. Branson in the game, or inbound. Little. Kumar wants it in the block, gets it in the block, going against Thiemann. Defense just sealed the baseline. Forces for the fadeaway, doesn't get the drop. Oaks just picks it and goes. Little gets a hand on it, though. Well, lines up the 3. Knocks it down. And they're never out of a game, Finley. They have so many ways and so many individuals who can shoot the basketball. Schroeder. Moves it on. Bonga lines up the 3. Too much time and space, but he's long on the 3. That's a rebound from Finland. Again, work early, hold your space.
Yeah. And, you know, the starting 5 for Germany are so talented. They score a lot of points. But it's really, you know, it's their bench who come in and nothing, there's no dip in scoring threats when their bench do start to play.
Exactly what you want from your bench, isn't it? An injection of new energy. Got to be talent, but they've normally got different ways to hurt you. This German national team has so many ways that it can hurt you. And this is the first. It's the members of the Great Britain team who got their first win in EuroBasket for 12 years earlier on. Really did spoil the Montenegrin party.
Nikola Vucevic retirement party.
Yeah. Granderson drops it inside. Timing on the pass was excellent. Little thinks about the shot, then goes back inside and turns it over. Tried to thread the eye of a needle through 3 German defenders. Bonga down the lane for 2. Got the clearance from air traffic control and just took off. Little feet set for 3. That's going to go to Germany. Well, Bonga's got his feet set a couple of times, didn't make the 3, so what do? Just take it to the ring. Bonga sits as Obst, and
this is a good sign. Number 4 checking in for Germany, Modo Low. He didn't play last game. We've seen a few teams today and yesterday, sorry, on game day 4, some precautions, and not everyone played, and I think it's just because of some little nagging injuries.
Yeah.
Looking to the future, let's say.
Team who goes in the lane is fouled. They're going to call it on the floor. A potent backcourt with Dennis Schroeder and Modo Low. Shoot the ball phenomenally well. Germany on the sideline. Da Silva goes to the block, doesn't get it. Low has it out top. Schroeder swings through, thinks about it. 5 on the possession. Schroeder turns it over. Numbers down the floor for Finland. Granderson, feet set for 3 in transition, is off. Never really looked balanced when he released it.
No, I think he had a lot more time. Didn't need to rush that shot.
Da Silva, the Oscar version, gets it to his brother. Low to the corner. Christian, big step. Great hands by Antonin. Granderson down the lane, great pass, super finish. And Finland hanging tough with Germany at the moment and getting a lot out of being quick. Schroeder moves it on. Oh, reach for a pass that we're never going to get. And Granderson comes up with the foul. As Jonas Thiemann was thinking highlight.
It's a pretty good job coming over and the help. Well, you said Finland staying around, forcing Germany into a couple turnovers the last possessions. Now they're going to the free throw line. Germany, typically a team who really take care of the ball, already have 5 today.
Now that's a testimony to Finland's length as well as anything else. Guys off the ball are quick. Even from the free throw line is good. And quite a long lineup without Markkanen, who's obviously the longest of those of the Finnish lineup, but only little in terms of being an out-and-out guard. They have lots of length at the 2 and the 3.
Only littles.
Only littles little. Noir will advance the basketball. Granderson. There you go, pick and roll. Tries to get to the middle down the lane. Tries to find Wentanu, just about recovers it. Still hanging on. Opens up for Little, off the glass for 2. They're going to wipe it off for the charge. Because on top of the talent, they put their bodies on the line on this team. And Oscar da Silva took the charge. Clearly outside the charge circle. I'm not sure. I think Coach Tuovi's
asking for the continuation first, though. Like he left his feet before
that's what he's
Da Silva had got there. So the layup could count, and you can still call an offensive foul, right?
It's hard to do that now, the way they interpret it. But yeah. But I'm not sure. In some ways, I'm not totally sure he was there when he had left the floor.
Off.
Yeah. Schroeder will take the ball screen. Antonin shows hard. Open 3 is no good. And Antonin stays active, gets on the defensive boards and pushes. Gets his feet set, puts it up for 3, knocks it down. carries on from game day 4. He had the game of this group personally then and just stroked that with confidence.
Well, sometimes that's all you need, right? A good shooting day to continue that confidence.
The Silva can't get it to drop. And Finland have a chance to tie or lead on this possession. White has it, feels the pressure. Inside out, Little's got to really let that go. I think there's nowhere to go in there. Extra pass, Mantonen, is it back-to-back threes? No, it's not. What a ball, come on, just skied to get it. And Finland outworked Germany as a team to retain the possession. Little has 5 on that new full team. Granderson for 3 from the corner, doesn't get it to go. Great atmosphere. The fans are living every possession. Schroeder. Well, gets away with a little bit of contact on the chest, but no whistle. And they just about avoid throwing it away again. Dennis Schroeder will take some time on the bench. That means Lowe will have the point. Markkanen comes back. And Markkanen has had a fair number of minutes on the bench. And in fact, while he's been off, Finland has closed this to a 2-point game.
I do feel like every game that we have witnessed, Coach Lassi Tuovi has done a good job giving Markkanen his minutes when he can. And then, like you mentioned, the production has not dropped when he is off the court. Other people are stepping up.
Oh, Lowe just ghosts past the defense. Inside, outside, as though it was like a drill where they put cones on the floor, they didn't move. Just slid past them for 2. Super handle, super soft finish. 4-point lead for Germany. Lowe is making Maxuni's life troublesome. Tries to turn the corner, it opens up. And Markkanen just left the keyway and they have to guard him, so it just opened up. And that will do it. After 1, Germany have the 2-point lead, 21-19. And Finland have found some answers out here.
Well, missed an opportunity to take the lead after a couple offensive rebounds on the possession before the last. No free throws attempts for Finland, but they are shooting the ball decently well. Germany doing what Germany does. The difference is Germany are turning the ball over. They already have 6 turnovers. Dennis Schroeder has 3 of those, and he averages 1.8 per game. So well above his average, considering we've only just finished the first 10 minutes. And then again, you hold Germany to 21 points, a team that scores 110 points a game. They have been averaging 28.8 points a game in the first quarter in their first 4 games. That's a great job. That's exactly what you want to do defensively. If you can keep the game in an 80-point game against Germany, you're going to give yourself a chance to win.
As we carry on seeing these highlights, the best plays from the first quarter, here's a question for you, though, Shona. We've always talked about Daniel Theis and the way he holds this together. He's probably played fewer minutes in that first quarter than he has in any other game. The Silva brothers got in early.
Yeah.
Germany are going to win the group. That's not a debate unless they lose by, I think, 11. And it's like, is this already Germany saying, well, we'll manage some minutes here, we'll get some minutes into those that have done well so far? It's not as if they got any shortage of talent, whoever they rotate, but I think people like us will go, Daniel Theis is one of the major reasons that this team does a great job. And he's sat down for a long time. He's been on the bike, which is where he spends most of his time on the bench, staying loose. I think he's so important to this team.
Yeah, especially without their other big man, Feldman.
Well, Finland have the first possession, start of quarter 2, with a chance to tie or lead on this possession. Markkanen outside, that's a matchup with him and Bonga. Maxuni for 3 is no good. As Silva comes down with a defensive rebound, he'll bring it, and bring it at pace. Stops, pops the 3, doesn't get it to drop, but Wagner's after it and spreads up play, takes it off Maxuni. And Germany will control the basketball on the baseline. Wagner comes off the screen, open. They gave him the opportunity to make the move, stopped and dropped the short floater.
Yeah, Markkanen just not making the effort to get out there. And when you give him too much gap, it's easier actually for him to penetrate against you.
Absolutely. Markkanen gets forced off the lane, has to throw the hope of a pass back. Low in transition. Germany run all 5 guys. De Silva. Euro step for 2. Doesn't get it to drop, stays with the play, but can't finish. Saline gives it up. The extra length around the ring is actually contesting enough shots. Boltonen finds Markkanen, lines up the 3. Look long. Saline hunts the rebound down. Bonga knocks it out of bounds. 12 on the reset possession. Sashu Saline, so smart, so savvy on the offensive glass. He's not going to rebound over anybody.
No, but he goes aggressive. He reads the shot well. Normally, when he goes, he's normally in the right position, in the right spot.
Saline, feet set, but gives it up to Boltonen, who gets a bang, but finishes the play. Great control.
Great body awareness, especially knowing that Tice was right there.
Wagner finds Low, doesn't want to shoot it. Will get the ball screen, turns it down, opens up the lane, needs a pass. Wagner with the extra one to Bonga in the corner for 3 is good. They just love to share this basketball. Sashu Saline. Pace of game is really high. Max Hooney. Markkanen with 7 on the possession. He's going to have to make something happen right now. Puts it on the floor. Wagner guards him, leans back for 2, is long. And on top of everything else that Franz Wagner does, he's defensively just controlling Lauri Markkanen at the moment. Markkanen just could not break him down, and that's probably the first time that's happened in this tournament. Markkanen will cut to the corner. Bonga just owned the passing lane. Schroeder pushes. Great look. Wagner has it. This is going up with the foul. He'll go to the free throw line. That's how to go from the point of transition to attacking the hoop.
But it's also, again, Dennis Schroeder. As soon as he got that outlet, he knew Wagner was running the court fast, hard. Get him the ball, let him go to work in the open court. That's where he is at his best.
Wagner on the free throw line. Interesting to see if Finland can find the opportunity to either get the easier shot, because they really are face guarding Markkanen, or find a way to give him an advantage on the catch. Because at the moment, apart from 1 or 2 occasions, it's neither. They're struggling to find him, and they're struggling to use the fact that they're being overplayed. Should have opened up the middle. Happened once for Max Hooney to lay it up. Wagner, 2 for 2 from the line. Why wouldn't he? Germany extend the defense. Max Hooney looks, needs a pass. It's an 8-second call that they just missed. Hadn't crossed the timeline. Max Hooney. Saline, catch, release, doesn't go. What a board! Lauri Markkanen just going to work on the offensive glass.
It's also a good way because of the way that they're defending him. If his teammates score, it's hard to box out. Oh, goodness me.
You would not want to guard Wagner, because if you're guarding Wagner, you've got to play over the full length of the floor. He just takes off. Max Hooney goes upstairs. Just about recovered by Boltonen. Max Hooney steps out of bounds. heads-up play from Schroeder again. Knew he had him on the sideline, just would not let him turn the corner. 6:52 remain in this half. Germany have opened up the 7-point lead and have the basketball. Schroeder. Obst comes off the Fife screen, sets his feet for three, is short. They've done a pretty decent job contesting the shot at the moment. Marklin finds the corner, Benoit has it. Looks to turn the corner, down the lane and kick. Salim, Marklin in the corner for three is no good. Great work on the glass. Benoit for the two is no good. Marklin's on the glass, super second effort. Goes up again. He's fouled and he'll go to the free throw line. The reason players have superstar status is that they work. Their work rate, as much as their talent, is phenomenal.
They never take a possession off. And usually good things happen to players who have that kind of a work ethic.
So Marklin on the free throw line. Jan Tunen is going to check in for him after these throws if he makes the second. Good with the first. But it's shown him he had to work so hard to get the foul. I mean, played through a lot of contact.
We've seen that all tournament long.
Yeah.
He's missed a couple of shots from outside. Hasn't been open on a lot. He's only 3 of 9, 7 points right now. The times that he has been open, maybe he's had to rush the shot a little bit more than he wants to. But guess what? He already has 4 offensive rebounds, 7 points. So like I said, the way that they defend him, how they're kind of just almost box him, you can go an offensive rebound then. Because you're usually not between Markkanen and the basket.
Wagner, as well as doing everything else, now takes the point guard responsibility, goes all the way, and just lays it in. Dennis takes a possession off with a point. Wagner just scores.
Doesn't matter.
No. Sashi Salim, pick and pop action. Kumwa for three is long. Theis and Schroeder are on the same page, just the pass was overthrown. It's Dennis's 4th turnover.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic for him.
Jan Tunen. Oh, nice pass. Super finish. Little just beat ups on the front cut, then really took a lot of contact. Legal contact, I should say, but what a nice finish. 5-point game. Schroeder. Takes the 5 screen. Oh, improvisation on the pass. Wow.
And to make up for that turnover he had to Theis on the other possession.
Little takes a tough one, lean back, doesn't get it to go, and they have really struggled to get that shot away. Schroeder, pace is relentless, super pass! The flush from Theis, timeout Finland. Just wow.
Just wow. This is also the kind of connection that we get to see where 2 players have played together a lot of games. And Dennis Schroeder and Daniel Theis are an example of that. And it is starting to show right now.
Ei ole kenenkään huonoa, vaan se, että me on 2 kertaa. Eka oli ihan selvä. Siinä piti olla eksä. Toinen, yritetään mennä aliin. Koska me tiedetään, että toi droppi on Olli. Ei me keretä siinä, juoksee täysin. Me keretään äksä. Sun pitää Olli vaan tapaa sen aikaisemmin ja Andre menee alis. Röderi heittoon vaan. Ei tonne kerkeä meidän äksät, kun ne juoksee Opsinkaan nurkkaan.
Jos on yli, niin mun on pakko näyttää.
Kyllä, mutta meidän pakko mennä alis.
We are going to run out of superlatives, I think. because that wasn't exactly the easiest pass to handle, because it was like really around the ring. He had to catch it down fast, then get it over the top of the ring. That's just, Schroeder has so much time. In complete control.
Yeah. Well, he had to make up for those turnovers that he's already had, and he's not in the last 2 possessions. 4 turnovers, but now he has 5 assists already.
Just as Solid checks in for his first action of the game, he also got extended minutes in the last game and took the advantage of having time on floor to impress coach, and gets time in the first half. While we'll advance the basketball. Daniel Theis doesn't care. He's going to get his feet out and guard him. Turnover. Wagner returns the favor. Super pass. Wagner's pass was good enough, and then Schroeder just laid it out of his hand for Hollis to get the 2. It's an 11-point game. Markkanen's going to have to come back. He is coming back. Until it extends the floor. Little. Gunwar going inside, leans back off the glass for 2. They worked the angle for the pass really, really well. Well, with the basketball, he'll handle. Takes that sideline pick and roll. Theis rolls, he's tied up, they've got to recover, they do. Wagner, 4-3, count it.
I was gonna say, it's kind of what you want to give him instead of attacking the basket, but the way that he's been shooting the ball at this EuroBasket, he's a triple threat. He can score from everywhere.
Got a continuation type foul as again the Hollis becomes the latest player to run through a shooter. Puts a lot of pressure on the offensive player to be quick enough coming off the downswing, so he gets the player chasing them. And if they get the player chasing them and can stop correctly, the players at the moment are just overrunning the closeout. Little's on the free throw line.
It's also the joy that Dennis Schroeder has, that he exudes when he plays with this German national team.
Little makes a second. Chance to reduce it back to 10. And Germany beginning to get that scoring rate up to what they've had in this tournament, as we've got, as you saw earlier on, doing the intro to the game, Valtonen, the Minister of Foreign Affairs for Finland. We've had the president here, we've had senior members of the government. This is where this tournament lies in terms of its importance with Finland. In fact, we had the president of Finland and Lithuania on that game day. 10-point game.
We have a few presidents here from different countries.
And we've had the FIBA Europe president, so
yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to come to this arena? Unbelievable facility. I'll go low. And Schroeder in the backcourt. Schroeder will come and collect. 10 on the possession. Turns down the Bonga screen, breaks the defense again, puts it up. Gunwar comes down with it. Super effort on the glass. Markkanen, I think, was in the charge circle, hence no charge. Gunwar on the far side of the ring, gets to 2, and he is having a heart. Germany just comes straight back at you. Schroeder stops for the 3, is short.
Oh, they're gonna call it an offensive foul, hooking Markkanen's arm. I actually think that was a pretty good call. I had a good angle to watch it. I'm sure we'll get to see it on the replay.
Well, Dennis Schroeder gets involved and says, let it go. Just get back and play. Daniel Theis is not happy he's allowed to contest the call quite, let's just say visibly. And you see the close-up of it as well. Got to be careful. So a little run by Finland has reduced it to an 8-point margin. Rantanen handles it. De Silva still in the game. Granderson relieves that pressure. Markkanen wants it. He'll pick and pop this. Bonga read it. That's the scout, but he's still got to execute it on the runway for the flush.
Yeah, you said it exactly. Bonga read that defense.
Oh, Granderson tries to manufacture a tough one, and all that finish momentum evaporates with just 2 stops down the defensive end. Schroeder will take the ball screen, drops it inside. Daniel Theis, that's going to be offensive. Looked like he was there.
Got to keep his cool.
And Daniel Theis going straight towards the bench.
His 3rd foul. It's one of those, it's almost the passer's fault, as we see Bonga here on the highlight, who read that pick and pop situation. But the last one, in my opinion, I do think it's an offensive foul. I think the defense was there. They read what was going to happen in the action. So then it becomes the passer's fault, because what else is Theis supposed to do?
Bonga is all over Markkanen and passing lane. Everything going that way, he contests it. Chases, needs to switch with Thiemann and does. Granderson steps back for the 3, nails it. They just, there's enough points in this Finnish team if they can just get the stop. They have enough opportunities to stay in this 7-point game, 1:30 remaining in the half.
I think if they can keep it within single digits, they'll be feeling good heading into the halftime.
Low stops on a dime, doesn't get the 2. Markkanen comes down, get another rebound. He'll bring it. Schroeder helps Bonga on the dribble, spins to the middle and has to kick it. Great save. Granderson is the pass is literally just taken out of the air.
He also had 2 opportunities to shoot the ball. He's just made a 3-pointer. You have Markkanen underneath to rebound if you miss. I think he needed to go up with that shot.
You've got to back yourself, right? You're not going to get that many open looks. When you get them against this team, take them. 7-point game, last minute of this first half. And Finland have done really, really well to get back in it now. Another stop now would really be helpful. Bonga on a flare. He's going to hand it off. Defensive effort to take away the pass. Mahodo low. Needs and wants to drop, skips it. De Silva. Rantanen. Great defensive effort, super move, and 1.
You play defense for 23.5 seconds, and then just the finish. Just a great body control, tight, fast spin move. No help was there, though. They could have come and helped on that situation, because if he had to make a pass, shot clock would have gone off.
Exactly. But as this tournament develops, so Tristan De Silva develops into a real threat coming off that bench. A talented team is adding real punch off the bench. De Silva really establishing a role for himself. Bonga's on the floor. I think Waltonen's on the floor too. A lot of contacts. Yep. Isaac Bonga's going to step out. His defensive effort has just been phenomenal.
Well, he's been tasked with having to defend Markkanen.
It's a real downgrade, though, that they have as Franz Wagner replaces him.
Yeah.
Just, Wagner's been on an impressive team. Wagner's been as impressive as anybody. Just has so many ways to hurt the opponent. Both ends of the floor. Voltonen comes up empty, and Schroeder has it. Breaks the defense down, drops it in a demon off the glass for 2.
He is slowly moving up the records book when we talk about assists. 11th all-time now. By the time this tournament finishes, he's going to be easily in the top 10.
Maxuni fumbles it out of bounds as the German defense rotated to challenge the shot. 9 seconds left in the quarter, in the half, in fact. Germany will take the timeout. Ibrahim Magic will take this timeout. 9 seconds. He's got more than enough time with the talent he has on the floor.
Yeah.
More than enough time to get a shot he wants. Just take a listen.
It's normally the assistant coach, right, who runs the set plays, the ATOs, after timeout, quick hitter type situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's their one assistant. Oh, no.
Get it in. Wenn die Zone spielen, einfach win-win. Ja, nur weit, ja, dass die Zone kommt, passe. Wenn sie Mann
Well, so many options, and I think they've actually, teams will improve over the duration of a tournament, but the increasing impact of Tristan da Silva is a big, big plus for this German national team. So Wagner will inbound. Bogo low will try to help Dennis Schroeder get free. Not that he had to try that hard, because Markman's going to try and guard him. Volton does a really nice job stepping up and then fouls Dennis Schroeder, but Finland had a foul to give. Why wasn't that a back call?
I think Dennis Schroeder wanted to foul the first time when Voltonen came to help. And you mentioned they had a foul to give. The referees didn't call it around the halfway mark, and that's why he's a little heated now. Well, Germany has another timeout. They have the ball on the sideline, so no surprise that they're going to go use it here.
I thought Voltonen did a great job. No, he didn't just show hard, he attacked the ball. He was either going to steal it or foul, so Daniel Theis is trying to claim that Dennis Schroeder threw the ball up as a shot, but that was after the foul, it looked like to me.
JT, Hintern zur Seitenlinie, so im Winkel, den Winkel. Franz ist hier, versuch eng, ob du ihn bekommen kannst. Franz, so eine Karte. Du nimmst einen Einwurf, JT stellt den Screen so, dass sie nicht runtergehen können. Okay? Das ist dahin. Eher in den Lauf. Okay? Andi und Maudo sind weak side. Wenn Franz nicht geht, JT rein, fake, go, fake. Aber die haben noch Ball.
So Germany have 3 seconds, 3.1 seconds to be precise.
Plenty of time.
As we see Dennis Schroeder with 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Well, just a regular half of basketball for Dennis Schroeder. Wagner, quick take, gets up there quick for 2. Oh. How do you stop Franz Wagner doing that without actually just holding him? Because he just, once he curled past you, he's always going up. Super play. Great job by the coaching staff. Super job by Franz Wagner. We've reached the half, and Germany are back on track for another 100-point game. They lead this 50-36. And Finland have played well, but they're just absolutely relentless.
Oh, they are, and they've outscored. They've been outscored by Germany by 12 points in that quarter, but Germany doing a much better job taking care of the ball. They had 6 turnovers, excuse me, after the first quarter, and then they finished the half with only 8. So it's given them more opportunities to score because they have more shot attempts. It's just plain and simple, it comes down to that. Finland, on the other hand, surprisingly, they have more turnovers than assists. This is something that that team doesn't do. You know, they're a top 3 assist team, same with Germany, to be honest, in this tournament so far. And then we see the top scorers, Markkanen, all 8 points he's had to really work for. He's gone hard to the offensive rebounds. He has 4. The team has 10 altogether, and that's kind of what has kept them around and given them an opportunity. But just, you know, it's tough when you only score 17 points in a quarter and you give up 29.
Absolutely. And if there's an area, as we're going to see the best plays after we've seen the matchup between the key players, Franz Wagner, as we said during commentary on the half, has been as impressive, if not more impressive, than everybody. Everywhere he plays on the floor, he's going to hurt you. 6 from 8 from the floor. Harry Markkanen has had to work so hard for his 8 points. But there you go again. Great players find ways to contribute. 8 rebounds on top of his 8 points. So he's doing what he can. But as we're going to see from these best plays, Germany shooting such a great percentage again. And Finland are under 30% from the three-point line. And if they're going to get back in this, they have to be over 40%.
Yeah, no, they really do. They need to start going. You need to see your captain, Sasu Salin. He needs to get some open looks and start to make some shots, not just from three-point range, but other people need to step up. They don't have a single person scoring in double digits so far at halftime. Yeah, everyone's contributed, but you need a little bit more consistency as far as scoring goes. I thought they played good defense, especially during stretches there, but Franz Wagner, how do you stop him? I mean, just that last set play, for example, it was nothing extraordinary. A little screen for him, give him the ball and tell him to attack. You cannot shut him down. Unless you come and double team and force him to become a passer, he's gonna score more often than not.
Oh, and the other thing, that was to Silva when he just kept on working, went one-on-one. To get this crowd really involved, they're gonna have to go on some type of run to get the energy up in the gym as well. And that's the issue. They've got to find ways to get Markkanen good touches. Well, we can talk about it more and when we rejoin you after the break. But for now, we'll take a rest, get a drink, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
We are in for a showdown here tonight. Let's get this party started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks. He is a magician.
Winning time.
Both teams over the limit.
That's a beautiful move from Thanasis. The spin to the reverse is nice. Nurkic looks back door. Atic, reverse baby. Rewind reverse. Oh, Shengelia turns the corner
Robertson high up, punches it home with his left hand.
Now finding the big back, bumping. Swissing going in, and the follow-up. Well, Big Gershon goes in and throws it down.
Behind the back, Puerto, the Eurostep, Niang, the rejection. This is European basketball at its finest.
Nice backdoor play, Hermanson, bit of acrobatic. Oh my Lord. Well, didn't know he had it in him.
Incredible move. An exquisite finish.
Wachinski.
Wow.
Yabusik may have got a hand to it.
May, he knocked that one out.
The tip is up, and it will be Poland with first play. There's the first alley-oop, and what a way to begin. Panicka finding big man Balcerowski.
Oh, there you have it. A big answer.
Nice hands from Antetokounmpo. Dorsey to the rim. Oh, wow! Nurkic safely disposes of the play. Robertson.
Oh, Olenejak goes in, throws it down with a thunder dunk. Now a timeout's going to be called by Freddie Batsu. Dominic Olenejak had all the time and space in the world. Didn't realize how wide open he was. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, welcome back to Tampere, and we're at halftime. We're going to look at the top scorers, starting with Germany. And I'm running out of superlatives for how Franz Wagner is playing this game. He has 15 points on 5 from 7 and has 1 from 1 from the three-point line. At periods in that first half, he handled the ball and literally played the point. You said it in the last game. He turned facilitator, provider, and still had numbers.
Yep.
I don't know how you have to be like Franz Wagner. Either you can be a bit smaller and quicker and actually go after the ball before he gets it going.
No, he just Euro steps and shoots. Yeah. Takes a layup over you then.
But you can't do, a lot of these guys have stepped off him, but once you step off him, he gets downhill and you cannot guard it.
That's the thing. You want to say, okay, if you're scouting him, you're saying, if there is, what would be the weaker point to his offense? And maybe you would say it's his outside shooting. But then they step so far off that he can make a three. You leave him open, he can make a three. But like you said, then he gets momentum attacking you when you're so far off. You can't stop him because he's taller, he's physical, he's just going to shoot over you in that layup form.
And I would have thought coming into the game that when he takes someone to the hoop in transition, Larry Markkinen getting back would have the length and the quickness to guard him. But even Markkinen is struggling to cut him off.
I just think he's so good. He knows when the defender are sort of on their heels. He has great body control. You know, if there's a weakness, which I don't think there is, but if I'm going to call out a weakness in his game, I would probably say it's his pull-up mid-range game. But we haven't even seen that because he hasn't had to go to it.
And when he has been stopped, he's normally so deep, it's just a little floater, which he has so much great touch on.
Yep.
But Markkanen, give him so much credit for staying with this, because he's finding it hard to get his own offense going, and the way he's done it, he's treated every shot as a pass to him. He's been on the offensive boards. He just needs a little help, and consistent help. Eight points, 3 from 9 from the field. All those 3 shots he has made have been around the ring. He's cold from the 3-point line. And I think like the rest of this Finnish national team, if they're going to get back in this, that 3-point percentage has to get over 40%. Are they capable of doing that?
I think they are. I mean, you know, this is a good team that's also used to scoring in the low 90s. So they clearly, to get there, you have people who know how to score. Yeah, Markkanen scores 29 a game. It still means his other teammates score around 60.
Yeah.
So someone needs to step up. I think, you know, Sassu Salin hasn't had a lot of looks necessarily. He doesn't force a shot ever. But considering he's one of the best 3-point shooters in this tournament, since 2022, him and Andreas Olps have 2 of the best 3-point shooting percentage if you go back the last 10 games or so in the 2 last EuroBaskets. You know, so if I'm looking at that, I'm saying, you know, Sassu Salin, he was quiet the day before against Lithuania in their loss. I think he needs to take a little bit more responsibility, because I think he's very capable of it.
Yeah, I agree. But that's the thing, when you said they were out quickly. They have the systems to sort of focus on getting him the basketball off a screen with his feet set. It's just this German defense. If they stay, then fine. But if they switch, if they recover, the closeouts are quick.
Yeah,
they're not just outscoring people 101, 100. They're literally, their defense is generating, and they're separating, and they just, well, the word love playing with each other, we've used it, but they are phenomenal in the way that they share the basketball and share the effort. Markkanen with 8 points and 8 rebounds lead those 2 stat lines for Finland. There's going to be a period with this Finnish national team where Murinen is going to be older and a little bit more mature, and Markkanen is still going to be at his peak. That's an exciting time for this Finnish team. Plus, they'll still have this core of players. They will become a real factor in the way that these EuroBaskets develop, because Murinen could be anything.
Right. And, you know, hopefully Murinen's okay, because he's not actually here with the team on the bench at all. So hopefully it's just a precaution thing. And then just talking about, sorry, I have to go back to Germany's scoring, because that's what they do. You know, they have, at halftime today, including their 4 previous games, they've scored over 40 points, which is actually a joint high for a single EuroBasket tournament alongside Serbia, who did it back in 2022. When you consider some of the great teams who have played in a EuroBasket, and they're in that category, somewhat all on their own, it just shows you how talented this team is.
And this is going to be a strange statement, but they are now, their level, to me, they're increasing their level, and that's increasing from when they won a World Cup. They could do, this team, I'm not sure how people stop them or slow them down. Maybe, you know, they're going to have a problem guarding Jokic later in the tournament, maybe. But is he going to be able to run up and down with these guys for the whole game? I just don't see it.
You know, I think Valanciunas is a different type of a player than a Jokic, but Valanciunas, you got to give him a lot of respect, and they handled that assignment.
Yep.
I don't want to say with ease, but they handled the assignment. It did not affect them.
Well, the important thing for Finland, coming out in this 3rd quarter, if they have aspirations to get back in the game, they have to win this 3rd quarter. And there'll be some people sitting at home listening to us say that, and they'll go, well, that's not going to happen. But they can score in a hurry if they knock down threes. But they've got to start at the defensive end, and they've got to start by trying to guard this man. Dennis Schroeder has the basketball. And they get a back cut and an easy 2. And the guy that leads all scorers in the game with 15 gets a layup.
17 now.
Yeah. Markkanen in the block. Gets it to Little kicks it to the corner. Antonen from the 3 is good. And I do think that that's the way to free up other players. If Markkanen just has to be guarded the whole game, but they've got to make those threes. Schroeder gets a little separation, leans back, puts up the 3. Thiemann just hunted it down. And Wagner gets his shot blocked. Great defensive series by Finland. Gustafsson off the glass is blocked by Schroeder. Fill up another stat. Obst thinks about the 3, turns it, gives it to Dennis Schroeder. He looks at his option, finds Wagner, puts it on the floor. Steps back for the 3, blocked him last time. And they get the stop this time. Mikael Jantunen, after knocking the ball back. We'll be signing autographs, selling hot dogs after the game.
We will be?
Doing everything now. Doing everything. I'm not sure what happened there.
I was looking at the ball on the baseline.
The stats don't know. They haven't put up what's happened. Well, Dennis Schroeder's
foul going against Schroeder.
Yeah, I didn't actually see a white vest that close to him.
Me neither, but I think we clearly...
We were just looking at the ball.
But if the foul happened before it's inbounded, shouldn't it be a technical? Or is that only at the end of the game?
No, I think it's a non-action because the ball's not in. I don't know what the foul was. Kumar goes to work, has the matchup on Schroeder, but fades away a little. And Dennis Schroeder will advance the basketball. Wagner gets deep, wants it deep. Gustafsson forces him off the block. The help comes. He puts up a tough one. I'm not sure if Kumar was there or not. What do you think? He came to double team. And while that's happening, Thiemann is on the floor.
Oh, he just kind of got hit, I think, when he wasn't expecting it in that rib area.
They've kept the medical staff off so that if Thiemann wants to continue, he can. Looks like he's just winded, if anything.
Well, he's getting the start because of Tice on his bike, staying warm.
They're going to review, and I'm not sure if it's an official review or a coach's challenge, but let's take a listen.
Shooting for Wagner, okay. And then potential act of violence, right?
Potential act of violence.
Well, you heard it. Let's take a look.
Okay, we have a head coach challenge, black team. We're gonna review potential act of violence. Play. I don't see. It's a normal basketball.
Go.
Oh, it's a clash between 2 players. No movement with the elbows, no nothing. It's a clash. They don't see each other. It's a normal. It's a nothing about the normal basketball.
Check another camera just in case. Baseline camera.
I don't see. Even this one.
Check
this
the
one.
camera.
Give me this. It's a clash. Normal basketball play. Nothing. Okay?
I think the key for me, as the officials have just said, is Mara Little didn't take his eyes off the basketball.
No, he didn't.
They just ran into each other.
On the video, 2 of them didn't check. It was clash between 2 of them.
And I don't think necessarily Myro Little is stronger than Tiemann, but I just don't think he was expecting the hit because he didn't see Myro Little either. And, you know, when you don't expect a hit, your body is a little bit more relaxed and it can shake you up a little bit more than if you knew the hit was coming or you anticipated the hit.
Yeah, Myro Little, nice touch. Just checked Jonas Tiemann there just to have a word.
Oh, I think there's a lot of respect we've seen, at least here in our group.
Well, Franz Wagner makes another free throw. Two for two from the line. 16-point lead. Finland have to start eating into that. Gustafsson handles. But they take a long time to get into the half-court set. And White has it. Only 7 left on the position. Markkanen, recovery by Bonga. Markkanen was wide open. You could say the pass is slow, but Bonga just flew to recover. Schroeder, deep three is short. Thiemann's on the glass, comes up with the offensive rebound, wants to power back up, but has to look for a pass. And has overthrown that. Markkanen picks it up. Gustafsson, Markkanen, feet set 4-3. They get a piece of it. Bonga. He doesn't stop. Just tremendous effort. Markkanen breaks it up the other way. Markkanen down the lane, takes the second step, goes up, doesn't get the drop.
I think it's a foul.
It is. Oh, upstairs. Larry Markkanen has a word about it as well, because I believe he was hit on the way past. There was no way that they were standing still.
I just think if Wagner's been to the foul line on that last possession when he drove, when Tiemann went down on the floor, I think you need to call the same type of a foul for Markkanen.
Wagner steps back, puts up the three, is short. Schroeder hunts it down, and I think it's going to go jump. They both fell out of bounds with it. The possession arrow sits with Finland. Alexander Madsen gets his first action of the game. Guntunen sits down. Valtonen's back in. And unfortunately for everyone in the gym, especially us, Franz Wagner sits.
You know, just an average night at the office, 19 points. We still have 16:48 to play.
You'd almost want to see an isolation camera on the way that Bonga's playing defense on Markkanen. Just out of this, just a different level. Markkanen has him on a closeout. Bonga appears, going baseline, spins to the middle. The tough turnaround off the glass is short. They won't get it away. And the time Germany take off the clock by playing pressure up the floor and forcing them to spend too much time getting into the set just puts too much pressure on the guy looking to shoot the ball.
And then, you know, what's Markkanen supposed to do when he receives the ball with 3 seconds on the shot clock?
Isaac Bonga is the defensive clinic. He's guarding a super basketball player. Obst gets his feet set, doesn't get it to go. Markkanen looks long, finds Little in transition. Tiemann takes one for the team. And it's one of those moments that you've been talking about a lot, Sean. Like, any need for that foul?
I don't think so. I think he has players behind him. Maybe his teammates need to do a little bit better job communicating, like, hey, we're here, we have that back level of defense. Especially because there was 3 white jerseys on the other end.
Absolutely. More substitutions coming in as Max Hooney, who didn't start this second half. Little starts the second half. Max Hooney's back in, and if I had to choose, I think Max Hooney's had a really solid tournament. Really can make the open shot, which is going to be so important if they're going to find a way to reduce this 14-point margin. Done well with a catch and release, doesn't get it to go. Oops, has it. They've got numbers down the floor. They always have numbers down the floor. Bonga needs Schroeder. Schroeder obliges. Schroeder, far side of the ring, manufactures a shot, doesn't get it to go. Madsen has a chance to run. Markkanen. They're going to call it.
I don't think that's an offensive foul either. I think There is no situation where Markkanen could have stopped himself. No, he doesn't have his feet set.
No.
I think it's a great job by Oaks putting himself in the line of Markkanen and making the ref make a call.
Markkanen's going to sit. But again, the point you made earlier on, which I think is really valid on this, you've got to see that guy. Don't put Markkanen in that position, the passer. Here is Schroeder. Bonga. Loving the way Bonga's playing the game at the moment. Beeman, who's done a nice job taking off Bice's roll, gets to the far side of the ring with a pretty finish. Kamoa puts it on the floor, looks to attack the middle. Leans back for two, gets it to go. The silver off the glass, doesn't get it to go. Kamoa on the wrong end of the 14-point margin. Chance to reduce this. Max Hooney.
Like you said, look at this defense. They're 2-3 meters outside the three-point line, and the shot clock is now winding down, and there was not, the ball stayed in an area of, what, 3 meter cubed?
There's not enough action away from this. It's one of those things that if Finland played against this pressure all the time, they'd work it out, but they just can't, there's not enough action away from the ball that enables the advantage. That's going to be a blocking foul. Not dissimilar to Markkanen's offensive foul. Inline possession with a new 14. Max Hooney will handle it. Madsen releases. Jantunen attacks it. Goes up strong off the glass. Gets there, has got to finish it. Super job on the glass. Kamoa, he's having a game.
He is really having a game. Since tip-off, you can tell that he has been focused and wants to prove something.
Schroeder, spinning baseline, is going to... And the Finnish bench is just asking for the same protection of Larry Markkanen. The assistant coach, Matola.
I would be too.
Yeah. And Matola, one of the greats of Finnish basketball in the assistant coach's role.
Also played at Utah.
Yep.
University of Utah.
Yep. Oh.
Remember Rick Majerus? Do you remember him?
Yeah. But De Silva makes the three, gets back on defense, gives it to Oaks for the three. And that would have broken the game right open, back-to-back threes. Still a 15-point game. Max Hooney handles. Sashu Salim, what he wouldn't give to come up open off the screen. Or even with a long closeout. Max Hooney gets to the foul line. Draws contact, and again, Germany had done the job. It slowed him up and controlled him, fouled him late.
You know, you wonder too, is this going to be Sashu Salim's probably last time maybe playing at home in a FIBA tournament? I'm sure, you know, if he's around next year.
Well, he's definitely playing next year, but he's gone down a level in Spain, playing in the Leb Gold, but he's going to show up for the World Cup qualifiers because obviously Markkanen can't, others can't. And
he looks healthy. He looks more healthy than he did last year at the Olympic qualifying tournament in Valencia.
Because he was in Romania, wasn't he? And it's almost as though that's slightly week in, week out. No disrespect to anyone, a lower level than the ACB in Spain. So maybe his body was healthier. He got through the season without feeling as tired. Schroeder goes long. Oh, touchdown. Daniel Weiss throws the touchdown pass and salutes the bench. Jantunen gets his feet set for free, lines it up, is long. Boltonen chases it down, needs a pass. Max Hooney's got some time and space, puts up the three, count it. When he has time and space, like everybody in a white shirt, they can knock down the three. And they're just chipping away and hanging around, down 13. Crowd doing everything they can. Thiemann in the glass, in the block. Daniel Theis, far side of the ring for Thiemann. Theis is all over the glass, leans back for two, doesn't get it to go. Finland dodged the bullet. Chance to cut this potentially to a 10-point game. Salin moves it off. Max Hooney looks to turn the corner, little runner. Gets his own rebound and misses the putback. 4-on-3 break, they just commit. And that's makes the foul, takes one for the team. And that'll put both teams into the penalty.
Here's that touchdown pass, and this is just, you know, obviously they kind of communicated probably with an eye glance during those free throws of Finland, but it's also, it's a confidence in knowing, having that intuition and understanding what your teammates want, and that comes from playing many games together.
Yep, absolutely. Schroeder looks at his options around the ball screen, breaks it down and kicks. Theis with the extra pass, wide open in the corner for three is good. And De Silva just points at Daniel Theis and thanks him, and Wagner makes the whole trip back down the floor to give him a lot of love on the three. That's German basketball. Schroeder penetrates. Theis is the release, the extra pass, and De Silva, who seems to be gaining an even greater responsibility on this team, knocks down the three. Let's take a listen to this Finland timeout.
One stop at a time. One stop at a time. Let's get it to 10 before the quarter.
Ja hei, jos mä oon Suomen sivusta, ei tarvi yli auttaa.
Right, hey.
Ei tarvi. Et jos se saa mut tähän ja on mennyt layupiin, niin joo, auttakaa vähän, mutta ei tarvi liikaa, mä siivoon sen.
Kääntöheitto. Alli Ketsa, Jake open, swing, back cut, Mikke swing.
Normi vai niska?
Lue vähän missä puolussa. Musta tuntuu, että Normi on parempi.
Well, there's still lots of time left, but I mentioned it. I think a player like Sasur Salin needs to get going. He's the captain of the team. He hasn't scored a three yet. He didn't score a three in their last game, remember? And we were kind of shocked. That's the first time. Well, if he doesn't score today from three, it would be the second time in his 40-game EuroBasket career that he's not able to make a shot from behind the arc. Still plenty of time, though.
I know, but in both those games, the defensive pressure would have been extreme. Finds himself open, gets his feet set for three, and he doesn't get it to go because the chase was so hard. Lowe and Schroeder down the floor. Lowe gets to the far side of the ring, takes the contact, goes up, gets the two. I have not seen a team consistently good at finishing in those types of situations. Kawhi has it in the block. Max Hooney. Mishandled. And that's what pressure does to you, right? It just forces you into indecision and then generates the turnover.
Well, you said it's the ability of a German team to attack the basket. I think they're athletic, I think they're tall, but they're also not worried about getting blocked. So many times you see players where we would say from an outside looking in, oh, they had a layup. Why did they not go up for it? And I think a lot of times, you know, it's this maybe a subconscious thing, oh, I don't want to get blocked. This German team is not worried about it.
But they have ways to create angles.
Yeah.
That second step, little Euro step stuff.
Yeah.
And Schroeder is called for the offensive foul, which he is not happy about at all. But they're claiming he hooked.
Yep. I think they both got hooked up.
And we're outside the three. Puts it on the floor. Thompson looks up, come on, get in the corner, attacks the middle. Up, elevates. Doesn't get it to drop. And it's tough shot after tough shot for Finland. Schroeder. And Germany in transition again. Goes at Markkanen, needs a pass, finds one, low in the corner for three, is no good. Almost just adding to his stats. Down the lane, off the glass, is blocked.
I don't disagree with the idea of going at Theis aggressively. He does have those 3 fouls, but gosh, just a heads-up defensive play, Daniel Theis.
It's, by comparison, you would have seen anyone in a German uniform not just go up strong, but make a change of direction.
Yeah, that Euro step would have, you know, if he had been able to finish with his left hand or a spin move, which I think a lot of the German players are excellent at going full speed, being able to spin under control.
Daniel Theis will check out. And that German bench will now be thinking about managing minutes. They have, you know, they have the travel day and a day off, so they've got 2 days. But Sashu Salim moves it on. Markkanen with his feet set, just about gets the ring. Come on the glass again. I mean, his numbers today, out of this world for him. Just amazing performance.
You can't, statistically, you cannot show energy, attitude.
They only still have him down for 6 rebounds.
I mean, 7 now after that, but 4 of those offensive. That's his 12th point in the game. But I agree with you, he just has a different kind of mentality today.
Good athlete, can really elevate as he pulls up as well. He's got lots of options, but only goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Hodo Low has the basketball as Dennis Schroeder sits. The Silva inside out. Great movement from Low to get some space. Knocks down the 3. And Wagner just found him. Super movement, and they get spacey and separated from the defense. Markkanen and Lowe's almost coming up with a steal.
You rarely see this German team shoot bad shots or contested shots. Yeah, one-on-one maybe because they are so talented, but they don't have to force it. They trust their teammates. They also enjoy passing and getting their teammates open.
Around a 2-second differential between possession and game clock. Low assesses his options. Steps back. Doesn't get it to go. Kumwa from his own half, puts up the 3. Doesn't hit anything, and we've reached the end of 3. And they've slowed them up a little. But at the end of 3, they lead this 69-49, the 20-point margin. I don't think it's because Finland are playing poorly. Germany is just playing an exceptional game here. Finland are only 20% from the 3-point line. Germany have only shot 29 themselves, which is way under.
Yeah, way under. Way under what we are used to and what they have been doing in this tournament from 3-point range. You know, this is a team that shoots almost 50% heading into this game. Typically make 14 a game. They're only at, well, there's 7 right now, but we only have 10 minutes left. So, I mean, but 69 points, holding Germany to 69 points is not that bad, to be honest.
Well, not by
10 minutes left.
Not in this tournament.
No. So they're doing some things right.
It's basically that is their lowest total after 3 quarters. But that's pure. I think part of that is down to their poor 3-point percentage in this game by comparison.
Well, yeah, Markkanen 0 for 5. He hasn't hit a 3 yet. He is 1 rebound away from coming up with that double-double as he has 10 points. But every, more or less, maybe I've seen him have 2 open shots. So his 4 of 14 night, there's a lot of shots that were highly contested.
So start of the 4th quarter. The last quarter of basketball here in the Deck Arena. if you ever have the opportunity to come and watch an event here, come, because it's a phenomenal facility.
I would absolutely come back. Wouldn't mind one of those VIP boxes.
Yeah, I think we should be. I think we should receive an invite. But if you love your ice hockey, you can get 2 games in a week, 2 teams here in Tampere. But this facility is out of the top drawer. Here's Odolo with the basketball. Gets the ball screen, needs a pass. Wagner separates a little. Now he goes to work in the block, faces up, attacks baseline, and gets rid of the ball so quickly. Called, draws the foul, will go to the free throw line.
A lot of free throws having been shot in this game compared to some others that Germany has played in. You and I both thought Markkanen deserved to maybe go to the free throw line a little bit more in their last game against Lithuania. There are those boxes.
I don't think it's been as obvious, but I don't think he's received enough protection in this game. Wagner makes the second. Zapala checks in. Granderson. Markkanen on the pick. He'll pop. Granderson with the handoff. Zapala, 5 on the clock. You have to manufacture a shot, which he does. Everything's hard work. And Lowe chases it down. Odds with it. Moves it on. Wagner wants it in the block. He's going to get it. Guntunen guards him. Stays down. Step back for Wagner. Doesn't get it to go. Silva just kept working early. Ball's out of bounds and will be with Germany. Germany have it on the baseline.
Finland.
De Silva tries to create a little space. Off the glass for 2.
Assuming they don't pull off this amazing comeback, we do know that they will finish 3rd.
Oh, pocket picked. Holtz on the runway for 2. Timeout Finland. So they're going to finish 3rd. Sorry to jump.
Sorry, no. They're going to finish 3rd, and they will have to cross over with either Turkey or Serbia.
Just an easy one, then.
Just an easy one, and you know, I think Turkey always believed in themselves and have definitely come out in group play and proven that they are here to make a statement. Both Turkey and Serbia are 4-0, playing each other right now. The game is a 46-47 at halftime, just before half. That's going to be a tough crossover for Finland.
It is, but and you know that Turkey and Serbia with Coach Adaman and Coach Pesic they'll watch film, they'll look at Markkanen, and someone or a multiple number of people will guard Markkanen that cloak that as tightly as Bong has. Can they do it as well as Bong? I'm not sure, because his defensive effort in that first half was just a different level.
Well, he has length and athleticism.
Yeah.
Maybe he gives up a little bit of weight, muscle, but it doesn't matter when you move your feet.
But I think the equation is the same for this Finnish team. They have to shoot the ball well at a better clip than they're shooting it in this game.
Right.
And then they're in a chance, because other people will drag people away from Markkanen. But both those teams are playing so well if you've managed to watch any action from Riga so far. Granderson now, back live. Turnover.
Another turnover. Not what you want to see if you're a coach after the timeout.
De Silva, down the lane, stops. Will kick it. Odo low. Wagner just gets it on the catch and goes. Markkanen gets away out of reach. Chance for Finland in transition. Sapala looks for his options. Markkanen is blocked. They just got back in numbers. He beats the first defender, and Da Silva just meets him at the ring.
A technical foul is going to go against Franz Wagner, I think. As he was not happy. He thought on his last take that reach-in was a foul.
See, there is that fine line between, you mentioned earlier on today.
Oh, sorry, I think it went against a coach.
Yeah.
Franz Wagner.
It concerned the Franz Wagner
take.
Yeah. We saw Nikola Vucevic today speak to officials all game, but spoke to them in a very professional way. There's a lot of challenge of the officials' call going on, which I think just needs to be managed.
Like it.
Yeah, you've got to manage it.
Not a fan. More than anything, you have to know that the official is not going to change their call.
No.
They don't have the ability to do that.
Sapala puts it on the floor. Stop, puts up the three. That's short. It would be interesting for us to have that conversation with the officials as Wagner goes up, draws more contact, and we may think he's really being a little bit hard done by here, but
who? Franz?
Yeah, Franz, I think, believes he's being fouled more, but
he's going to go to the free throw line. It'll be his 7th and 8th attempt. If you want to compare it to Markkanen, who's only been 3 times.
Germany have had those opportunities in transition to break the defense down and potentially generate and draw more fouls, but I don't really feel that Wagner has been hard done by at all. Goes 2 for 2. Meanwhile, checking back in for Finland. Markkanen is going to step out with 7:49 remaining in the fourth. There comes a point where I think Coach Tuovi might think, I don't need Lauri Markkanen to get beaten up too much.
Yeah, I mean, they will have a couple days off, right? Have to get on that flight tomorrow.
Almost flex-type action by Finland. The option was good, the angle was tough, but Kumwad says, hey, get your superlatives out for me, because upper standing just flushed it. Tough. Gonna go offensive foul, stop, score, stop, and Wagner has 23 points, by the way, on 7 from 13, and is just as complete a player as we have seen in this competition in our venue so far. Just does it all. Germany go back with Dennis Schroeder. He returned, but both Da Silva's in the game at the moment, and Bonga's back. You just don't want to be guarded by Isaac Bonga, do you?
You don't.
You just don't want to be. Granderson gets it off to Sapala. Granderson going baseline, gets a little contact. Kumwad almost gets the chance to put it in. Modo Low has it in the corner, settles. Wants to space it, then it's Schroeder once and has. Bonga to the corner. Da Silva with 5 on the clock. Creates a little separation, he's short. Almost getting another stack. Having a game, really is.
It's definitely been a bright spot to this Finnish team who have struggled here today.
Granderson takes the early 3. Meanwhile, straight away, Bonga's in the keyway, looks to kick. Dennis Schroeder lines up the long 3, turns it down. Stops, pops it, knocks it down. And as quick as he is, he never seems to be stressed physically at all. Sapala moves it on. And Tunen. Granderson, having made the last three, puts it on the floor, tries to create, leans back. They have had no joy with that option. And Tunen, great work by Granderson on the glass. Yeah, and Tunen's going to be called for the offensive foul on the glass. Little's going to check back in with Madsen and Bolton.
Well, you know, Comwell with his 14 points, now 10 rebounds. He has a double-double, first time in his EuroBasket career that he's had those kind of numbers.
He has been impressive.
Very impressive. Also has 2 steals, 1 block shot.
Schroeder takes the ball screen. Settles for the deep 3 and knocks it down. You just have to love him as a basketball player. Just phenomenal. And getting him breaking it up defensively. Generates the turnover. His team is up 82-55 and he just is quick on the back cut, knocks it away. Oh, Finland are going to take the timeout. They trail 82-55.
That's his last timeout. Can't listen in the fourth quarter. But do you think this is just to try and give them, I don't know, kind of take away a little bit of the sting from this score right now?
Yeah, I would hope it's... I think they need supporting as well as challenging in terms of some of the things that have happened in the last few possessions. The easy thing for them to do would be to... They can use this 5 minutes to execute their stuff, want to get their things going against a very good team. I'd be surprised if Markkanen comes back. I don't think there's a need in the circumstance for him to come back. They've got 3rd place in this group, you know, sold.
Yeah, I don't think so. You know, they're obviously looking forward. They know, just like we know, that they're either playing Turkey or Serbia had they lost the game, right? Yep. They were already looking ahead. Did their calculations.
I mean, Germany, I think, to me, look like they're in tournament mode because Kratzer hasn't seen the floor yet at all. He's on the bike. So I expect to see him as the game progresses, but they're still in their normal rotations right now. Mahodo Low moves it on. Dennis Schroeder. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Schroeder just breaks the defense down, stops at the elbow, makes the 2.
He makes it really seem so simple, doesn't he?
Phenomenal.
And if you come and help, he's going to find the pass.
Absolutely.
He has 9 assists today, 16 points, 6 rebounds.
Well, puts up the 3. That's off. Long rebound. Bonga keeps it alive. Schroeder cleans it up and looks early. Gives it to Bonga. Schroeder settles for the 3. Is short. Great work on the glass by Demon. I don't know how you speed him up, Shona. That's the thing that...
You can't, because if you get too close, he's just going to blow by you.
Exactly. It's like you don't... You just want to contain him, but you can't. It's an interesting one. Mahodo Low thinks about it, moves it on. Demon lines up the 3 as the second trail. Off the glass. And if it's not... When it's not going for you, it really, nothing goes for you. I didn't hear him call bank.
I don't think the banks are open at this time of night, but apparently they are for Demon. And, you know, so the thing is about Schroeder's shot, he doesn't have to rush it, because if teams get a little bit closer, he's just going to blow by you. And then if you go back and you look at his career, you know, a lot of people said he couldn't shoot. He couldn't shoot from 3. And talk about a place of the game that he has really improved over the years is his outside shooting, which has made him, especially for this Germans team, an even more prolific scorer.
And we've seen this team manage Dennis Schroeder's minutes throughout this tournament so far, but there's only 3:57 remaining, and Dennis is still out on the floor. I think he may be coming out at the next break in play. Little, they're just all over him. Lowe just won't give him any time to settle. Gustafsson in the lane, kicks to the corner, and only finds the German bench. Surprised Wagner didn't catch it and shoot it, but Schroeder will go to the bench. Just another super night at the office for Dennis Schroeder.
Just a simple night. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. He did have that early turnover issue, so he ends up with 6 on the night. He only had 2 after the first quarter.
Silva gets it back to Lowe. Hard show, they go deep, great rotation. Granderson read it, now he's got to make a good decision in transition, gives it up. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Oh, flying through the air.
Kumwa is on a different level tonight.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit more spring, pep to his step.
I'd go as far as saying that they would have had a much better chance to win that Lithuanian game if he was at this level, because they needed another player to step up.
Well, the Finnish fans have definitely been quieted by this German performance, as we do see, you mentioned it, you saw him warming up Leon Kratzer into the game for Germany now.
Oh, with another 2, super pass. Granderson's actually got better with every moment on the floor of this EuroBasket. Lowe will take the Kratzer screen. He dives. He doesn't have to do it. He gets on the glass, can't get the putback. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay with Germany. Under 3 to go. Germany on the out of bounds. The Silva doesn't get it to drop. Madsen needs a pass, moves it on. Little give and go. Madsen goes up, blows the 2. They're going to call that good.
Goaltending.
Yeah. So Finland show a little bit of pressure. Hollitz in the game, gets it back. Takes it to silver screen. Kratz wants it, but he's going to bring him off the block. Kratz goes up, doesn't get it to go. Little looks down low. Lowe's arms just extended to get a hand in it. Well, can't hold his spot. The Silva leads the break. Madsen takes one for the team. A 30-point game.
Yeah.
Finland have played so well in this tournament. And now they're just coming up against Germany that, like against most teams that Germany are going to face, they are just at a different level.
We saw, you know, we talked about it against Lithuania as well. We thought Lithuania would have a chance, and so far Germany have just, I would say, at least quietened us and our picks.
I think it's that we, like a number of people, have been looking at this German team and saying, well, how good are they? And we've found all sorts of reasons that say Lithuania's defense could give them a hard time.
Yeah.
They're just a different, they're playing like a world champion team.
Oh, they really are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we forget that 2 years ago they won the World Cup.
And before that, they were bronze medalists at the EuroBasket, and they're still progressing.
Finished 4th at an Olympics last year.
Which they may have been a little disappointed at going into that as the world champions.
Oh, for sure.
But people are paying tickets to see the admission because it's worth paying to watch them play basketball. Little 4 on the clock, gonna have to put it up. Kunwa for 3 is long.
Finland today, great job offensive rebounding, 21 offensive rebounds. That's probably, we had a stat, probably the most offensive rebounds that Germany has given up, especially at this EuroBasket for sure.
But that 3-point number has generated a lot of opportunities, as we said earlier on. That is a rebound. Little with the 3, doesn't get it to drop. Sepala keeps it alive. Little going baseline is blocked with a capital B. Sepala comes off the screen, looks at his options. Nice pass. Super little finish by Madsen. Took the hit. If he hadn't scored, I think they'd have called the foul. Foul on that one. But the last minute of our time here in Tampere. Hollitz has it. Steps back for the 3 is no good. Gets another opportunity. Kratzer out top. Foul on the play. It's going to be a 2-shot foul because of the penalty anyway. Schroeder and Theis and Voigtman, who's not here, obviously. They all joined this team in 2014, and then they've added strength to the team. You said about Dennis Schroeder's ability to shoot the ball. Over the last decade, this team has just kept moving in one direction. And now you've added to the Silva brothers. It's scary. It's a scary situation for other teams right now.
Well, Finland's last little offensive rebound outing, they now have 24. That is the most at this year's EuroBasket. You and I saw 23 by Lithuania.
Madison can't get the finish around the ring. They're still challenging that. And Germany will get it over the halfway line and probably walk this off. This Finnish crowd are still making noise for their national team. Just thanking their players for what's been a phenomenal performance. Germany have been kept to under 100 points for the first time, but they still win by 30. They win this one, 91-61. They sign off here in Finland, unbeaten, in a good place with how they're playing, and one of the favorites for the whole competition.
Oh, absolutely. They were a favorite heading into this competition before game day 1, but I think it's fair to say that they are proving this is a title contending team, absolutely moving forward.
Wow, those fans, they're not going anywhere. They want to say thank you to this team because they have come out in their thousands to the Deck Arena here, and they want to send this team off to Riga. A number of them will make the journey, that's for sure. But they've seen the world champions. They've seen their team come 3rd in this qualification group. Clearly in the top 3 teams in this pool. And they want to say thank you to these fans after the German national team has had their shout mid-court. They're going to thank, they've got a number of fans in the gym. But now the Finnish players will thank their fans.
And we do know, just for if we're looking to the future, that Germany has finished first, so they're going to turn and now play against Portugal. What a surprise, Portugal.
What a story.
Absolutely, what a story. There you get to see some statistics at the end of our game. So while I said it, they did a good job offensive rebounding. That I guess kind of kept them in the game, but Germany just too strong offensively. The ability for a player like Bonga to be able to make life incredibly different for Markkanen. He finishes with 11 on the night. Kemwa, one of the best performance he has had at a EuroBasket since he started participating in EuroBasket events with Finland the last EuroBasket. 16 points, 11 rebounds. He has to be the story of the game and the bright spot for this Finnish team moving forward. Sasu Selin, 2 games in a row now at a EuroBasket. He has not made a three-point shot. He's gonna need to find his rhythm, in my opinion, in Riga.
Well, let's take a look at the best fourth quarter plays. And first play you see is Germany playing defense, getting a steal, everything starts. Another breakup. They broke up plays all over the floor. That was the one more like throwdown off the standing. Anderson's got better for Finland. There's lots of positives coming out of this game for the Finns going into the next stage in Riga, but Germany just too good. We can talk about it in all sorts of ways, but Germany just too good.
Well, this is it. You can't see now, but Finland enjoying their fans and this experience. This doesn't happen for a lot of players to be able to play at home in front of 13,000 fans. It rarely happens to a lot of people in their career. So for, Markkanen's already played in Helsinki before. He knows what this feels like. But you got to appreciate them, and them staying out here and cheering with their fans shows you how much they do appreciate what they have done this whole week that you and I have been here.
Well, they're only just leaving, the fans. They waited the whole time. The players were getting really excited with them. Let's take a look at the final group standings here in Tampere, Finland. Germany with their unbeaten record. Lithuania and Finland and Sweden. That's as big a story as Portugal. Join them on the road to Riga. Make sure you check the schedule. Make sure you watch out for the games you want to watch. Second round action in Riga, a couple of days away. Germany, Lithuania, Finland and Sweden will make that trip. Shona, it's been a great experience here, right?
It has. I think you and I had one of the more exciting groups, especially as far as offensive production goes. It's been a great time. We have loved Tampere, Finland. Just the people, so nice, so friendly. You and I have definitely enjoyed ourselves.
Well, it's been an absolute privilege. We'll say goodbye for the last time from Tampere, Finland. From Mark and Shona, goodbye.